Alright, let's just do this. It can't be as pretentious as the pretentiousness kings and queens of England, and I know it won't have the same level of logic and common sense as the Australians, because that was almost too good to be true. So bring it up. What's next? Bring it. Bring it!
Why do you think every Asian person is Chinese? That's like me saying to like a white person, hey, you're English.
I am English.
Oh, shit. Alright, let me prepare for this properly. First, let me answer the question, then I'll prepare. To answer the question first, I'm going to remember that you said that. I'm going to remember that you said that. Because you're making it sound like you know the difference of all things, so I'm going to remember that you said that. But let me go ahead and prepare for this catastrophe. Alright, assholes. Let's go.
Why do you think a film or TV show is diverse just because there are one or two black people in it?
We're here too.
I personally do not. But I'm thinking you're trying to ask something like Hollywood about that question, aren't you? Well, here's the thing. You may want to ask them specifically instead of this roundabout bullshit. Ask them directly. Okay? And they'll give you the answer. But it probably has something to do with marketing and what they see the numbers as opposed to what everyone else sees the numbers as. Or, depending on the source material, it might not be anything major. Could you consider that, depending on the source material? I mean, they haven't come up with an original idea in Hollywood since... well, damn. Yeah, there's one problem right there. Original ideas in Hollywood. Right. But then again, you haven't seen the movies I review, have you?
Why are the awkward nerd characters the only roles available for Asians in film?
We do a lot of other stuff too.
Yes, you do. Like being pretentious and being an asshole. You're doing a very good job of that. But I understand what you're trying to get at. And again, it goes with marketing and it goes with source material. You might want to find out from the writers and from those who make the scripts and from the directors and the producers and all that happy shit. I'm sure that's what you're talking about because you're only worried about film. Because let's be honest, I see all organics as fucking idiots.
Why are all of you talking about our penises?
Now that is a legitimate question. I want to know why everyone's looking at other people's penises too. I really want to know this. First we had the English bloke who was sitting there going, I can see right in your stall, to now you bringing up the fact that people want to bring up the Asian penises. I don't understand everyone's obsession with wanting to look at everyone else's dicks. Whatever.
Why do you think Asians can't be the stars of movies? There aren't going to be any Asian celebrities out there to cast if we haven't been given a chance yet.
You haven't seen the type of movies I've reviewed, have you? Wait. Are you talking about Hollywood again? Oh, this is a freaking jab at Hollywood. I get it now. You're not asking white people this. You're asking Hollywood this. Wow. You could have at least been more direct about it. Whatever. Let's move along. To answer your question, because when people in Hollywood cast Asians, they go out and cast Asians from Asia. From the Asian culture and all that. Not just because you're born in America and you look Asian. No. They go out and get people that they want to be that specific role. Now, can this explain the whole Goku being white? No, it can't. Does this explain Bulma being white? No, it can't. However, it does explain a few things when you put it in proper perspective. Oh, look, perspective. Same thing that comes up over and over again, right beside context. Dear Lord, do you guys just not have context at all? I know you organics are losing context, but for fuck's sake, put it in context. Context! Seriously. Context. It's a thing.
Why do you think watching Korean dramas and K-pop makes you an expert in Korean culture? Like, does me watching girls make me an expert in white culture? It does.
I will remember this too. Because apparently your expertness in white culture, I'm still trying to figure out how you get that from just watching white girls, but whatever. Your expertise in whiteness has failed you at least once already. You know, calling the guy English when he was English because you thought it was going to be an insult. I can't wait to see if you fail again, because you just bring this on yourself. But since you're the expert in white culture, why didn't you fill in the rest of your crew here?
Why do you cast white people to play roles that are meant for Asian people? I'm not gonna forget Emma Stone.
I'm sure she gives a fuck. But to be honest, and to answer your question, that is a very good point. In most cases. Why is it they don't look for Asians? Because half the time, when you bring up Asian, people sit there and try to defend themselves. I'm not just Asian. I'm Japanese. I'm Chinese. I'm Hindu. I'm Indian. And let's be honest. Do you really want to sit here and follow through everything just to find out when you do finally cast somebody? You cast a Korean as a Japanese guy. What the fuck is wrong with you, Hollywood? Yeah. Casting directors don't want to put up with that shit. They just go ahead and settle down and go, fuck it. Go white. Whitewash it. Fuck it. We're done here. Because, you know, social justice ruins more than what it appears to ruin.
Why do you think saying namaste is an appropriate way to greet me?
What now?
Why do you think saying ni hao is a good thing to say to us? If you're not actually gonna converse with me in Chinese, I don't need to hear it.
Well, that's good to know that you speak Chinese. I'm going to now presume that you're Chinese American. I'm going with just guessing because that's how you're trying to play yourself off. And that's fine. That's dandy. Here's the problem though. If we aren't born in a culture that has multiple languages or whatnot, and people are just starting to pick up said language late in life, like 2 to 3 months before they even meet you, they're not going to be a master of the language. Sorry. Just ain't happening. It just ain't happening. I'll apologize for that now. Your gangs have this learning curve that seems a little steep, especially when it comes on later in life. And had they expected to meet Chinese people, they probably would have been more prepared and actually took courses to learn how to speak Chinese. The fact they even gave half an effort to even try to say that word correctly towards you should at least give them a little bit of a nudge going, okay, you tried. How are people supposed to learn if you're not going to give them the chance? Fucking assholes, I swear to God. Or Beans. Or Cthulhu. Or Machine Empire. Or Deus Ex Machina. I swear to something, damn it. I don't know what yet, but I will find something to swear to.
Why do you think I eat dogs? I have 2 dogs.
Why?
Bad news for you, mate. That right there tells me you're not an expert in white culture. Ask the English. And now to deal with your fucking question. Not all believe people eat dog. It was a stereotype and a gag that Koreans ate dog. Not all Asians eat dog. And it's good that you have 2 dogs. Menchie and Menchie Cutlet do not count. No, but I kid. No one cares if you have a dog. No one cares if you eat dog. It's called a stereotype for a fucking reason. You may want to look that word up. Just putting that out there.
Why do you think that Hindi and Hindu are the same thing?
I know Hindi and Hindu aren't the same damn thing. But again, it depends on how you bring it up. If you bring it up like an ass, they'll say whatever, same thing. If you don't bring it up properly, whatever, it's the same goddamn thing. Goddamn, GAH-DAYUHUM. Goddamn. What? You say I'm spelling that wrong? Well, Organic, here's the newsflash. You want to act stupid? I'll spell stupid.
Are you so surprised that I can speak English well?
I was born in America.
Because, especially in the guy's case, he seems a little, fatalist. Anyway, especially in that guy's case, when people try to speak to him one way, and then he gets mad that they're not speaking to him in that language, yes, they're going to be a little bit surprised when he flips on them and actually speaks English. It's just a shock factor. You know, it's the whole Jackie Chan joke of, you assume I do not speak English when I do. Just because I don't say anything doesn't mean I don't speak it. Now, moving on to the girl, because she's born in America. Good for you. I don't see your passport stapled to your fucking forehead, so I don't know these things. I don't have ESP. I don't have ESPN. I don't have ESPN2. I do not have ESPN8, the Orcho. I don't have these things. I don't know where you're born. I don't know where you're from. And at this point, with how you guys are yammering on and acting, I don't give a fuck.
Why do you always ask me, where are you really from? Because obviously I'm from my mom's vagina.
Good one, wait. That was a good shot. No, asshole. What they mean is where are you really from? Because when people say Asia, you're going to be one of those assholes that sits there and goes, I'm not from Asia. Or I'm from a specific spot in Asia. And they have to ask where. Like the other girl who said she was born in America. We don't know these things. We ask a question. You're mad that we ask you a question. Is this a problem? You expect us all to be Charles Xavier and know these things, huh? You expect us all to have the great ESP level? Really? You expect that? For fuck's sake, you fucking organic. Look, if you're asked a question, that means they don't know. And if you say a smart-ass answer, that's not answering the actual question. They want to know. Are you from Japan? Are you from Korea? Are you from China? Are you from the United States? And if so, what state? Where are you from? That is the question. Just answer the fucking question. Why'd I have a gut feeling that this was brought up in the DMV or some shit and he answered that way and they're like, motherfucker. Why do I think that happened? Or maybe for a library card, maybe in a grocery store, I don't know. But throwing this much of a fit about being asked a simple question, where are you really from? Seriously, the other girl's from America. Do I assume you're from America too?
Why do you guys think it's okay to call me an immigrant or a foreigner? I was born in America.
So who the fuck was speaking to you in Chinese in the first goddamn place, you fucking organic? No, seriously, you're the one that brought it up. I want to know now. Who spoke Chinese to you and expected you to hold a conversation that way? Who? Who? I want answers. I need to know. Because now you're saying you're born in America, which I'm going to presume every Asian who's defending their language and whatnot is apparently from America because of the track record you are currently holding. Again, level of ESP I do not have. Stop assuming I have ESP. When you're asked questions, there are reasons you are asked questions. For fuck's sake, you organics. Getting pissed off about being asked questions. I'm getting pissed off that you're pissed off about being asked fucking questions.
Why do you think Indians aren't Asians? India is literally in Asia.
I didn't know that band was able to fit all of y'all. Oh, you mean the... My bad. I was actually diverting myself with something with a little more logic. Like music, whatever. Point holds. Who the fuck are you talking to that assumed these things? I know you're from Asia. I know India is a part of Asia. I get that. Who are you talking to that is really confused about it? Never mind. A lot of Americans don't. Never mind. Your question is probably more suited to them, not to me. So I'll let that one slide. You're fortunate.
Why do you say it's basically the same thing when I tell you I'm from Sri Lanka and not India? They're different countries.
You don't say.
Why does a person of color automatically mean black to you? I'm a person of color too.
Oh look, it's the girl that dressed all butch-like in the 36 questions women have for men. Allegedly, women have for men. Well, like feminists have for men, but whatever, we've already covered that. So why do you think when people say people of color, they assume black? Because that's the track record. But that's okay. People of color is supposed to mean everybody of color. So yes, you're supposed to be included. I don't know how you get this fucked up. I don't know how you misinterpreted this. People assume black because they're the ones that they most deal with. Are we getting this? Is context still not a thing to you guys?
Why do you think all brown people are Indian? Why?
You know, I would argue with this one, but I can't. I've had guns drawn on me. Hell, I've had people joke while I was in the military and they knew I was from Kansas that I looked like a TCN or a third country national. You know, I looked Arabic. And then when I went over to Japan, people said I looked Hindu. or Hindi, or Asian, or every other thing under the sun. Yeah. I'm kind of confused by that myself. But I don't cry about it. I take advantage of it. Of course, this kind of backfires in airports, but that's another story.
Why do you think you deserve a high five for pronouncing my name correctly?
Have you noticed how I speak? I tend to stumble over myself a lot. And I don't expect a high five, because I'm not going to try to say your fucking name. What is your fucking name anyway?
Why do you think including diversity in the workplace reduces the quality of work? I thought you thought we were all nerds.
Are you still speaking to Hollywood about this, or are you just on some self-righteous kick? I mean, you're sounding cocky, but you have two different questions, which is gunned for two different areas. One obviously set more for Hollywood because of casting choices for nerds, and then this question is more for job placement, which is the blue-collar side, which means you're assuming that they're going to go on the same basis as the white-collar people? Are you fucking insane? Do you not know? No. I've asked this question 3 times now. About context. I guess Asians can see a lot of things, just not context. For fuck's sake, you fucking organics being more racist than a fucking racist motherfucker.
Why do you think it's okay to call me exotic?
I mean, technically we're the largest part of the world population, so shouldn't white people be exotic?
Why? Why? Tell me why I suddenly had a mental picture of the Genghis Khan rap battle from ERB. Why did that suddenly come into my head? Why did that suddenly pop up like, bing, here it is? Oh, jeez. Oh, you organics, you just walk yourselves into these things over and over.
Why do you think I can't see properly? Do you really think my eyes are that small?
What? Who? Who said that? Who? Who? Even drawn together. They made a joke about it, but you could see fine. They just changed perception of how it was seen. Wow, this is just insane. People know you can see. It's just a stereotype about your driving capabilities. And you getting hit with a double whammy isn't helping matters at all.
Why is it weird when all Asian people hang out, but it's fine when all white people hang out?
It's not, Chuckles. Have you not heard of the Illuminati theory? That's because a bunch of white people were together. So, yeah, no. It's not good when any one group, one race, all together in a group, usually doesn't mean something good for anybody. Usually.
So tell me, what does a sunburn feel like?
I don't know, Miss Pretentious. I'm mixed. I don't have that problem either. But I do love your assumption.
Why do you keep trying to justify yellow fever?
I don't know why they use fever for all these things. It's not a disease, it's just fucking.
Who's trying to justify yellow fever? What the fuck? Versus jungle fever? What the fuck? Jungle, yellow. Okay, I'm going to agree with this guy only on the fact of why does everything have to be fucking fever? If it's a controversy, it's Gate. Y'all do know the whole Watergate thing was like an actual location. Watergate is an actual location. But no, if it's a controversy now, it has to be Gate. Boobs Gate, Tits Gate, Ass Gate, Anime Gate, Rage Gate, Violence Gate. So I guess if you're going mixed, it's Dragon Fever and Goblin Fever and Orc Fever and Elf Fever. What the fuck are you guys on? And whatever you're on, you need to pass them over here because apparently I'm not seeing things correctly. Or is this the Colt Kool-Aid thing again? Did they just get a different type of Colt Kool-Aid? I don't want any Colt Kool-Aid.
Why are we being stereotyped as cheap or stingy? Maybe I'm just cost efficient.
Oh, you're talking about American Dad. That's a whole nother kettle of fish. Usually, Jewish is like money gathering quickly or something like that. Huh. I guess you just don't like certain parts of the stereotype? Well, clearly, because y'all don't like the smart part of the stereotype. Y'all don't like the cost-efficient part of the stereotype. Y'all just don't like stereotypes. That's fine. That's okay. But if you're bringing it up in question to Hollywood and bullshit like that, then you should probably bring it up to them. Me? I don't care how you spend your money. It's your fucking money. You spend it how you you please, whatever. Where is this even coming from? Really, I don't understand you organics.
Why do you think all Asian people are smart?
Holy shit. The easiest shot in the world. And I could take it, but why? It's too damn easy. I feel filthy afterwards, because that kind of shot is too damn easy. It's like punching a 3-year-old in the back of the head. Why would you do that? Because it's easy? However, your own video with all these questions and most of them being stupid and no context being had at all, and no perspective being had at all, kind of proved to me that you've answered your own question within your own questions. So, yeah. Sorry about that, mate. You walked yourself into it. Good try, though. I do appreciate the efforts.
I mean, when I was in high school, there was a Korean valedictorian. No, actually, there was an Indian valedictorian. Damn it. I guess you guys are right. Asians are smart.
But you're offended when the roles offered are often smart people. Huh. How peculiar. How amusing. How absolutely dumb and batshit that is. If your video didn't prove that you guys had a lack of intelligence because you cannot see perspective, that's a whole nother story, and I'm sorry for it. Really, I am. Perspective, context, these are very important things before you ask a question. Especially questions like these, because most of them seem to be targeting Hollywood. Not Bollywood, and not the Asian equivalents thereof. No. You're asking Hollywood certain questions. And I'm sorry, not everybody is a director or a casting agent or anything of that nature, so most of these questions in those regards are worthless. But I do appreciate the effort for trying. Now get your racist asses out of my sight. This is Double R. Bring on the next one.